What's up, guys? It's your girl Nimsash, and this is going to be a pickup video, game video. Did I say video? I did. It's going to be a game haul, okay? Let's just do that. Game haul. Yeah. I have found the best place in my neighborhood to go and find games. We have a place here. I live in Atlanta, a little north of Atlanta, in a little suburb called Acworth, Kennesaw. Anyway, we don't have many game stores here. You know, we got GameStop, and GameStop is not like the best place you want to go get some games. I mean, every now and then you'll find something like cheap, but if you're talking about thrift store, garage sale type cheap, GameStop is not really the place. You know, I found good deals there, but, you know, we're talking about trying to get stuff for change on the dollar. You're not going to find it there at GameStop. We had another place called Play and Trade where they had some amazing deals. You would walk in there and they had this whole section of games. And usually sport games are cheaper, you know, but I'll get sport games as long as it's not like Madden, NHL, stuff like that. The ones that come out every single year. You can get those really cheap, but I could care less about those. But I will get sporting games like racing games. And then kind of like crazy, you know, sports games, like not really bowling, that's not really crazy, but like jet skis, Olympic games. Ooh, love Olympic games. But stuff like that. So anyway, make a long story short, you will walk into Play and Trade. They would have this big section of all these sport games for PS3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, PS1, and it was buy two, get four free. Yes, buy two, get four free. 6 games for the price of 2. It was insane. So, sadly, that place got robbed and set on fire. Like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. That, like, was really bothering me because I had just came upon a coupon for 10% off a used game and buy one, get one free used games that I wanted to use from my kid's school for, like, a fundraiser. And a couple of days, it had been robbed, like at noon in the afternoon. Who robbed somebody in the afternoon and then set the place on fire? So sad to say, Play and Trade is no more at this point. But I heard that the owner was okay. He was the only person. Anyway, we really just have GameStop, and like, you know, I usually try to find my games at thrift stores, garage sales, and some other places. Anyway, there's this place in my town called Second and Charles. I've never heard of the place before. I drove past it, and on the outside it says buy, sell, trade, and it says tech, games, books, all this stuff. So, you know, I'm like, ooh, tech, games, and books. I love reading, but more so for the games. And so buy, sell, trade, I was like, oh, snap, you know, this is going to be like, ooh, discount prices. People came traded in their stuff. The place is awesome. You can just Google Second and Charles. They tell you how the whole thing works. I haven't went in there to trade anything, so I don't really know what their trade-in value, what they give you for games. But they take everything. They take the oldest systems. They take the newest systems. They have games for everything in there. So the games that I picked up is actually, I picked up some today, and I picked some up yesterday. And when I tell you the games that I bought yesterday came up to $13, and I walked out with more than 13 games. Today, I bought like 8, 9, maybe 10 games. $4.77 was my subtotal when I got done. I don't even know what to say. Just saying it over again, I'm like, what? Oh, anyway, let me share with you what I got. I'm going to start with what I picked up yesterday, so you can see, and you're not going to believe the price. I'm going to show you the price that's on one of these games. And either the game, all of my games that I bought was the same price, if not cheaper. So the first one, and some of these games are kind of like filler games, so I can just have them in my collection. But actually, some of these I started playing the day when I brought them home yesterday. So anyway, do you see that? There's 3 prices on here. Okay, you got $9.99 up at the top. Which looks like a price where whoever traded it in bought it. Then you have a price down here that says $8.99. This is the Second and Charles price. And then you see this sticker right here. You see what that sticker says? Yeah, 50 cents. What the sticker says. This game was 50 cents. Now, I don't know if you played Flat Out, but it is a driving game. Kind of like Destruction Derby somewhat. Meets like Rallycross. But the guy, he ends up flying out the window and, you know, busting glass and all this other stuff. But it's pretty fun. And actually, we played it last night, but I had played it back in the past. This game, the disc is not in there because it is in the PS2. But it's complete with the book. Book is in good shape. Yeah, 50 cents. I got to the point where every game that I was picking up, it said 50 cents. And I was like, this is wrong. This is a typo. This cannot be the price. My husband was like, yeah, Jazz, I think that is the price. I was like, no, I don't believe it. Could you ask someone? And he asked someone, and they were like, yeah, that's the price. Duh. So anyway, flat out. So I'm going to make some space over here. The next game that I got, I'm really a fan of these games. I really like these. I used to play these back in the day, and it used to scare the heck out of me. Because they just like sneak up on you. I haven't played this one yet, but I plan to. Cabela's Big Game Hunter with the animals. This one, complete. And let me just show you what type of condition these discs are in. Pristine. Yes. With the book. Book like it's never been touched. Smell like a new book. 50 cents. It's a crime. It really is. I had to get this because my son has been playing this recently, and I'm like, dude, those graphics don't bother you? Because, you know, like, younger kids, you know, he was born when the PS3 was out. So, it's like, even though PlayStation 2 doesn't have bad graphics, not to me, but he loves this. So anyway, I got Streets V3, 50 cents. This one, now, not all of these were complete. Not like the ones I got from Walmart that day for $1, but just the disc in here. For the original Xbox, Sneak King. This was a game that came out that featured the king from Burger King. And I think he goes and like he sneaks up on people or whatever. This one, oh, it was complete. I forgot. This one, hold on. This is for, oh, this is Xbox 360. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. He asked if he could play this. My son asked if he could play this yesterday, and I was like, I'm not hooking up the Xbox. Not thinking that it was Xbox 360 because I always keep that hooked up. But wow, okay. So I'm gonna let him play this. This was, you see that price on there? 25 cents. I mean, even though it was like retail $1.99, still. Then these games, oh my goodness. I just need a dance mat. And they did have dance mats. They had several of them. But they were $10. And not to say that that's a lot, but I would just rather pay the $20 if GameStop has one and get it brand new, because they were all folded up. And if you've ever played DDR Max and you've just danced the heck out of that dance mat, then you know that eventually the sensors move around. And, yeah, left is right and right is left and back is up. And it just screws up everything where you can't even play anymore. And so that was my fear, that those have really kind of just been used the heck out of, and the sensors weren't going to be aligned properly. They were all folded up, and I was just like, I'm not even going to chance it. But anyway, I did go back and I got some Dance Dance Revolutions. This is Dance Dance Revolution Supernova, 50 cents. I believe it is complete. It is with the book. Book's in excellent condition. Ready to Rumble Boxing for the PS2, and that is complete. Ooh, I never realized how thick this book was. You know, I have to tell you, PlayStation 2 was like the best era for me in the games. One thing that I really appreciated was that there was actual manuals with color pages that went into detail about the game and how to do certain things. You don't get that now. When I bought Last of Us, because this is my thing now, whenever I buy a game, the first thing I do is open up and I read the book. I will go through each of the pages, stuff that, you know, I feel like I just might not catch up on. There's been so many games where I just be like, oh, forget the manual, I start playing, and then I end up like, dog, how do I do this? And then I read the manual like, But anyway, I'll read the manual to kind of get like a better understanding of the story before I just dive into it, and then to kind of look at, you know, certain strategies, because they'll give you some of that stuff in the manual. And like Last of Us, you know, as soon as I got in the car, I bust the plastic off, pulled the book out, and the book was, first of all, real small, and there was nothing in it. It told me how to turn my PlayStation on, and that was pretty much it. So, anyway, that's one thing that I can appreciate. This game I did start playing yesterday, Dynasty Warriors 2, 50 cents. My little brother, was an addict, and I couldn't stand to watch him play this game. However, I was playing it yesterday, and this thing is mighty fun. This is not complete, but the disc is in great shape. Got somebody's name written on it. But who the heck cares for 50 cents? Then DDR Max 2, Dance Dance Revolution. This one is actually still in the plastic. Now, I don't think that's like the manufacturer's plastic. I think they just shrink wrapped it, but I don't care. Apparently, I believe the book is in there. I don't know. Why don't I bust this thing open just to make sure? It does feel a little light. I might be missing the book. Who knows? Wow, I am missing the book. I am missing the book. But, oh well. Doesn't matter. DDR Max 2, Dance Dance Revolution. Then I got 007, Agent Under Fire, 50 cents. Great game. Book and the disc. Book is a little bent up, the pages. Nothing's ripped, just definitely curled over. It's seen some usage. Somebody was reading that manual. The Sims for the PS2. I opened this up yesterday, and that's what was inside. It's The Sims, alright, but it's for the PC. The original Sims for the PC. I almost had the urge to put that into my computer and install it and play it just to remind myself of what it looked like. But I didn't even want it to take up any bit of space on my computer because it just wouldn't have been worth it. I have The Sims 3, so it's like, what's the point? But somebody traded in, and they probably just didn't even recognize that this is The Sims for the PC and not the PS2. But I do have the manual, and this is the great thing about this. Let me show you. Because today when I went, they had another copy. It didn't have the book. It doesn't matter because I already have the book, the one that came with the PC disc. So I'm just going to take the book out of here and put it into the one that I bought today that really did have the PS2 disc in it. Then another Dance Dance Revolution Extreme 2. This is the one that you could use the eye toy with. It came with the book and the manual. Book's in excellent condition. The SpongeBob SquarePants, 50 cents as well. Not sure. Oh, wow. The plastic is still on here that stops it from being open. And I can't. Alright. I can't bust it open. But it's just a disc in there. No book. Smuggler's Run. I remember when my brother bought this game. My brother would always buy the systems when they first came out. And we kind of relied upon him so that we could play what just came out. And he would have all the good games. And he loved this game, Smuggler's Run. And it's complete with the book. You're smuggling stuff, different stuff, and you're driving off-road and all this other stuff to deliver it. So it's a pretty nice game. SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. And I believe this one's in really good shape. The outside of the packaging looks really good. It's even really stiff when you open it, like it ain't really been opened. The book is in excellent condition. And so is the disc. Then I got Starface. Did I say Starface? Scarface. The World Is Yours. And this one is complete as well with the book and the disc. So I am going to try to go over these and see if I can get these stickers off. I've never really been good at getting the stickers off. This one is probably in the worst condition ever, simply just because the case is all ripped up like that. You see it's just all coming off of there. But this is Dance Dance Revolution Supernova 2. I was just like grabbing these things. I'm surprised I didn't grab like a duplicate of it. But despite that thing being all jacked up, what was I about to say? Oh, it got the manual in it and the disc. I was just making sure. I'm like, hold on, I know I just said DDR Max something 2. That was Extreme 2. I was about to say I did buy a duplicate. Oh my goodness. Okay, so those are all the games that I got the first day, which was Thursday. So just showing you at a glance everything that I picked up there. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 games. And we did buy some other stuff. I did forget about that. We ended up buying FIFA for the Xbox 360. I think it was FIFA 13. And what else did we pick up? That was not 50 cents. That was like $5 or something, I think. And I want to say I bought something else, but I can't remember. I don't know. It would have just been like some little accessory or something like that. So, anyway, so these are pickups from Thursday. Then what I went back today and picked up was just whatever other ones that I could find. So today, and these came up to $4.77 total. was Splashdown, Rides Gone Wild. And this is another one that's in the shrink wrap that I haven't opened. So it could have been like the other one. There might be no book in here. Or it could be a book, and there is one. Looks like it's a little warped. It's a little rippled. It looks like it's in good shape. Let me separate these. Sit around. And then I got Powerdrome, which is an older game. I used to play this back in the day. And it's just the disc. Def Jam Vendetta, the little rapper wrestling fighting game, boxing game. And this one was complete, in excellent shape. Book looks really good. Then I got this bowling game called Strike Force. My family absolutely loves bowling, and it's so funny. I kind of almost got this, not seriously because I want to play it, but just because my husband is really good at bowling, and so is my brother, and the probability of them throwing a strike when they bowl is like at 100%, and so they've deemed themselves the Strike Force team. So when I saw that this said Strike Force Bowling, I was like, I gotta get it. And I was about to say, it does have a book. The book was in there like this, but I was like, it looked like it's missing some pages, but it's not. It was just opened already, and somebody had placed it in there open. But the book is there, and so is the disc. Then I got Minority Report, Everybody Runs, and this one's in the shrink wrap. So let's see if the book is included in here. The book doesn't have to be for me. I mean, I would love to have it, yes. I would love to have the case and everything. But some of them I will just get. And there's another one, Minority, the book where it's kind of like got that ripple in it. But the disc is there, which is the most important. I have a feeling that this one, I'm not even going to have to worry about this one. This is High Rollers Casino. And I got this one because it looks pretty sweet. It looks like you can actually walk the guy around the casino and pick whatever games that you want to play. I got this because me and my husband have been playing a lot of Texas Hold'em lately. And so I kind of like the slot machine games. I don't gamble in real life. I think that's like a stupid way to lose money. But virtually, sure. So, book and case in that one. Then I got some that I just know was just coming with just the disc. Let's hope the right disc is in here after we saw what happened with the Sims. 25 cents. And this is Fantastic Four for the PS2. Back in the day, whenever we would buy games that didn't have the case, my brother would go online and print out the actual cases. So if you see Fantastic Four is in there. Another one that I got that did not have the case, it's just, you can tell it definitely came from GameStop. Whoever bought it. And it's in the shrink wrap. But this is Spider-Man, Friend or Foe. Oh, come on. So, and the disc is in there. Then another one without the book or the case, but this one was, oh, sorry, it did have a book. Just not the original case. The book is right there in the front, but it's robots. You see that there. 50 cents. And then the last one, which I already talked about, was I did buy the Sims. The case is ripped up right here, but at least I do have the actual copy. You see, there's a big difference between those discs. But at least I have the book, so now I can put the book into the right case, and there we go. So, when you look at what I got here, $4.77. You got those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games, $4.77. So combine those 10 games with what, my 16 over here that I don't know because I bought other stuff, not really sure how much they came up to, but the bottom line was they were all cheap. I got some really good finds. I mean, I don't think I could have ever found any games that were in this type of condition, with the majority of them being complete for that amount of money. I mean, God, if I ever got bored of this and wanted to resell them, Jesus, I could find anybody to buy them for $1 and I got a 50-cent profit. So I'm really happy about adding these to my collection. I can go ahead now and fill them into my little shelf that I got back there, my little DVD case, because it looks really naked. But that's because I did have to take, I got some games sitting over there somewhere that I need to put over there from my last video. And then I'm going to add these to it. And then eventually I'm going to have to expand because I'm running out of room. And I need to bring all my games from upstairs down here. It's just there's stuff all over the place. Stuff all over the place. You guys know how it is. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this pickup video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about these finds. If there's something that I happen to see pick up within the next couple of days, I was going to try to stick to doing these just once a month, and I don't think that's going to work. I'm probably just going to end up putting a video up whenever I pick up something. What I would like for you guys to do, though, is tell me maybe a rare game, or not even necessarily a rare game, but just a game in general that you don't have in your collection that you're kind of looking for. It would be good to know that if I happen to see it, you know, I have this store here with this super cheap stuff. If I definitely can pick up that game for a low number for you, I'll be glad to do that, and I'll ship that out to you guys. Just from one game collector to another. I know how it is. So I'm always on Amazon, eBay, looking for stuff games that I played as I was growing up as a child that I really, really want to have in my collection. All these other games are pretty much just fillers. I want to have them there whenever I just feel like just going down memory lane and playing something. So thanks again, guys, and of course, as always, I will see you another time.